Oh, snap. Oh, we need to get going. Now, perhaps start something. 1 second. Bum, bum, ba-dum, bum, bum, ba-dum, bum, 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 bum. Closing. Oh, wrong button. That button. That button. Bhutan. We have a Bhutan. All right. We're doing some shell shading tonight. Turn that down. Gonna need pokey tools. Gonna need pokey tools. Ba 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 da da. Pokey tool. One, two, three. Two. It's not mixed up enough. Ba ba da ba 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 ba. We'll see if we get to the brown. Oh boy. Do need the peach skin though. Good evening, Smithereen. Pretty easy. I all of my paints are thinned. Um, for the most part, and the wells aren't super deep. Um, if you've ever seen like the uh ADHD kids toys, there's no water in that. Um, like the little finger pop things. Essentially, these wells and that well are about the same. And when you have like semi long sessions, tends to not hurt it. It tends to be okay compared to other wet pallets or well pallets. Like most people, they're used to like the red grass game ones, where it's like nearly a knuckle thick. This one's just like half a knuckle, essentially, if that makes sense. So at the end of like 2 hours, it might be drying out because of humidity in the house, but I doubt it's going to be an overly large issue for me all night. Yeah. There's my dark orange. Just try adding a little bit more water to it, honestly. Water or medium, yeah. Um, Usually that's what helps keep it nice and consistent. I don't really I I don't really prescribe one way or the other, as you can tell. It's when I'm batch painting, like I will be tonight, it's a lot easier to keep it on a well palette because I can focus on individual spots quicker for me. So I forgot to mix that up. If it was the tears of my enemies, Mark, I'd never have to worry about buying medium again. Tricks the kitty or tricks as in Layden? All right. So I had a really goofy idea. This helmet, I want to be this sky blue. No mana! Welcome in. I hope this day is finding you a smidge better. I know it is not Thursday yet, but that day is tomorrow. Excellent. And I'm unsure when you plan to hear your news tomorrow, but if you need somebody, I know you're in my Discord server. Tag Katra. AM or PM? That's AM. Don't be stupid. My brain hurts. I'm sorry. It's been one of those days. I know you'll be surrounded by friends, but just in case you need to vent and rage. I think that's going to have to be how it works. There we go. We'll draw on a hard line here in a bit. Anyway. Yeah. Be safe. It's understandable. It's not an easy thing to do. Don't know you all that well, but I know some people should never have to deal with that alone. Yeah, I know. Make sure you call Jinja too. And just let him know he's a POS. I said, don't forget to call Jinja and let him know that he's a POS. I'm saying that in a very joking tone. Price of application. POS. Piece o' shit. Or, or, or be like, excuse me, Jinja, I'm sitting here at a convention and somebody said that hobby paints are better than craft store paints. I need to get your weigh in on it really quick. I saw his wife last week in Death Cafe's chat. Maybe. Ba-da-da-da-da. I mean, if you ever need a good laugh, you know where you can start at one. I'm sorry. I realized today I need to update my bio a little bit and say, please be forewarned. Some days this person can be a complete and utter feral brush, and other days he is going to be polite. I mean, dry wit is always the best wit. Because it's the best way to start a fire. I can't back this up just a smidge. Get you a bit of that petrol. So he's got a blue helmet because he's a tall boy. The days when paints used to expire. So we were doing craft paint one day in art class in high school or middle school. And one of the containers had spoiled. Like the craft art paint that we were using at the time. So a guy goes, obviously it's spoiled, so we need to get rid of it immediately. Right? Um, he decides that as he's trying to get rid of it, he's going to pour it down the sink that's in the art room. Oh. Yeah. Americans said the same thing. Um, I went to school because I did not want to do what other people were doing in my time, in my town. It's one of those days. It's just I've been on the struggle bus for a little bit, and today's work day was just another work day that's gone wrong, or hasn't really gone wrong. It's more of just a you read something, you go, okie dokie, I guess that's going to be the day. I've just kind of accepted it a smidge. It's like, okay, get done, and then realize you've spent way too much money the last 2 weeks. And you still have more to spend. And it's like, oh, shit. Yeah. Yeah. But no, mine was understood that I was going to be spending that much, and I kind of accepted the fate um, when I made my decisions. So, all right, no mana. Let's understand the Queen's English with what Mark UK Painting just said. Today I ordered a skip, but had to be sure the driveway was wide enough for the lorry. Skip as in truck or skip as in pallet? And then lorry, would that be a thing that you had to? Is that the truck? Or is that like the hand truck? Ah, container for rubbish. Ah, all right now. Today we all learn the proper use of the English language from a proper Brit. I'm serious. So I was hanging out in Zombie Sashimi's stream one day. Um, and someone pops in and they start talking about different like ways you get in trouble with language. Because like language is kind of fun to talk about. Um, so the person would talk about, Japanese calling like German people. Sometimes when the Japanese start, they always start their phone call with mushi mushi. Well, I mean, we're all in trouble, no matter. Um, so this German person busts up laughing because it didn't sound like mushy mushy is what he said. It sounded like something else altogether. So this person's laughing uncontrollably and is having a hard time being still. And the person finally goes, "What did I say?" Uh, so my neighbor, I need to call for a skip as well and get some junk out of the garage. Six. Then what were you worried about? Frickin' Queen's Mansion over here. What are you rolling up to Buckingham? Oh, four at the front and two down the side. Still sounds like a good day. Good evening, Jay. Welcome in. Hmm. Is that what she said, Mark? You have fun, Jay. Be safe. Good evening, Sleepy. How are you doing, sweetie? Ba, ba. Did all right. I'm getting there. It's been one of those weeks. Been one of those weeks. So I decided to go a little bit with the simplistic of the shell shading tonight and back to Pandora. Easy, 3 colors, and we're done. No. We're learning a bit today about the Queen's English and Mark UK side hobby. Whoop, 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 whoop. I'm going to put my desk in a sitting position. 1 second. Ba-da-da-da. 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 My exposure a little bit. Mm-hmm. You guys are fun. You guys are fun. It lets me focus in on things. Uh, in my house woes, in my house woes, I recently spent about 5 grand removing trees around the house. And I was talking with my neighbor this evening, and he came over and he measured off the fence on the backside so I could refence off the backyard. So you're all good. I House renovations, Mark, is one of the things I understand greatly. I mean, it's so much easier to gut a house than it is to dig. Um, I'm pondering what I want to do, quite honestly, for Memorial Day weekend when it rolls around at the end of the month. Uh, I will be taking a small vacation then. I have family coming into town, and my sense of work and duty really started with my parents. So I might see if I can enlist their help to uh, redo some floors or repaint the bedrooms, quite honestly. Mm-hmm. Okay. So um, I'm still looking to spend about another 5 altogether by the time it's all said and done. Look at his helmet. Doesn't it look pretty? I might do this. Yeah, I'm doing that. Yep, that's what I'm doing. So one day, the house that I could say that I actually grew up in um, was a repossessed house. So one of the requirements of the house was that we had to refinish the downstairs. You had to take the entire downstairs to stud, essentially. Um, they said there was termite damage. So Dad says, "Oh, we can do it. We don't need to hire somebody." They redo the room. And as they tear it all apart, they find in the kitchen the termites had eaten one of the stud blocks, supposedly. But that reminded me of finding where it went because there were times that things like that had to happen and be changed. My parents had um, had a massive stone wall because the house they bought was in the States is considered a split foyer. So the way it works is you walk 6 stairs. You have half of essentially a full flight or half a flight up, and then half a flight down. So all the houses utilized a basement kind of as a living space. And I have this way too thick. Um, yeah, no, I'm not my brush enough on this one. It's okay. It's okay. Uh, it's kind of palette cleansing anyway. But when I would leave for internships, um, my parents would always plan out this really big task. And one year they decided to redo the downstairs uh, retaining wall that was bowing in too much. So they had to demo a pretty big chunk of concrete and then re-put in a keystone wall with brick pavers. That was one hell of a workout for him too. Bang. 3 meters. Ow. Cast iron is heavy as crap. That's not easy, man. You walked them out. Yeah. A coworker of mine was talking about tree removal. And essentially, what some people had done sometimes is they couldn't get equipment back to a spot. So what they did is they just created a zip line for the trees and zipped it back that way because there was no other way to move it. What? 180 pound each. That's a door you could kill somebody with. Literally. All right. These two get moved to the side right now. And then all right, so now we need a new color. I was thinking of making his jacket red. So where it is all black, it's definitely this color. And our first ad comes up in 8 minutes. Ouch. What's up, Jay? She gets scared plasmophobia. Welcome in, King. How you doing today? Doing all right. We're getting there. Starting to feel a little bit better. We're on stream. We get to have good chats going on. All good. Budgie. Is that like a dog or a cat? Oh, a bird. Those exist. But like Tweety Pie. I thought I saw a putty tat. I did. I saw a putty tat. KT, welcome in. I'm sorry, Mark UK's here as well. Mhm. I mean, you've kind of defined what is a German Shepherd. They're a beautiful dog, amazing dogs. Um, but they're the kind of dog that requires a lot of attention. And if you don't give it to them, welcome in, Princess Albie. Welcome in. Yep, we got No Mana talking about dogs. Uh, Painting Big does uh oh Shiloh Shepherds, which is somewhat of similar to a German Shepherd, but not quite the same. Give me 1 second. Go for it, KT. Go for it. Sometimes I have the hardest time. Oh, that's that pupper right there. That pupper. Uh, Look at that pupper. Look at that pupper. Cute pupper. We have ads starting very, very soon. So I'm going to keep my brush down for a couple of minutes while the ads run. Small. How much of that is fur? 60? um, 1 second. That's not fun. It's one of the reasons why I keep my cat inside and don't let her outside, because A, people are stupid, and B, um, I can't watch her out there. So, yay! Welcome back from ads. Thank you very much for sitting through them. I do a 2-hour stream, so I try to make sure to only run one set of ads. I have to run the beginning at the beginning, and then those run. I will probably extend the ads closer to 8:30 when they kick in, just so we can rate out on a non-ad break and push the absolute limits of it. She's being very sleepy today. Well, sleepy this afternoon for her. I am both concerned and okay with it at the same time. Ba-da-ba-ba. Welcome in, KT. Welcome in, Princess. I see your name and I think of One Piece. Just a smidge. Princess Albie. I don't know why. It makes me think of One Piece. When they went to Princess Alabaster. I can remember arcs. But I mean, we have UK Master Skip placement person Mark UK painting in. No, fine. I have a weird connection to names sometimes. Or colors and ideas. Ba-da-ba. That's one of the reasons why I never let my cats outside, especially in the area I live. Too many dumb people. Alibi. Really hard to read sometimes. I once upon a time got in a fight with a client because because I skipped over a letter in a drainage system. Uh, there was the text type when you're using CAD really does matter quite a bit when it prints. Um, so they used a slanted font. So a 0 and a Q, this little Q tail would be very small. And if you had to read it like that, you would almost assume they were the same. But yes, also, Katie, I saw your horses on Instagram. They are very pretty. This has got still too much primer showing through on the back. I want you to be this color, please. And thank you. Big canvas of things of a sports cow. I was talking with Spark this morning about their Blood Bowl team, and she was talking about doing various NFL teams. She pulled out the gnome box. I said, "That's the Kansas City Chiefs, our short little kings." Hello. Hi. What's up? What? Good day. How are you, sweetie? Oh. Human. The window is not open. Fix it correctly. And for those curious, down there at the bottom, we have Catra, the cat stream. Something goes pop pop outside. Essentially, yes, the real streamer is here. Let's face it. Everybody comes for the kitty. um, as long as she's not batting at it, I don't mind. When she starts batting at it, that's when I'll get concerned. But she's pretty okay. That's not fully dry dummy. Essentially, yeah. Essentially, yeah. There have been times I've left my office window open, my other office window, and I have photos of her literally jumping and closing the window because she went up that way rather than the other way. Hmm. um, give me a second. What's up? Hmm? I do have that photo of her, right? Sweetie. Hi. How are you? We need a few moments. I am still present, but the cat is near. Yeah. Window capture. So that was her after she had closed the window. Hi. Oh, when you close it, it doesn't show it anymore. What's up? Hello, my love. How are you, sweetie? What's up? Hmm? I know. We've got chatters in chat tonight. It's fun. There you go. So the story I was telling is that I will often open that window, and you can see how intense she is about trying to jump out of it at whatever's on the branch. So I'll have it open, and all of a sudden I'll hear her like clink against the glass, and then the window slowly slides shut. And she's like, "Excuse me, this was open, and I was closer to getting it this time." Like, no, you weren't, sweet. All right. Mm-hmm. Bum, 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 na, na, na. What's up? You ready to get down? Can I get back to painting? Mm.
Oh, thank you, Blades81, coming in with the awesome people.
Oh, okay, okay, okay. Let me let me get her situated. Blades, your boy Heavy T. Welcome in. How was the end of your stream? I did see what you were painting a little bit. Give a lovely shout out to the awesome person, Blades81. I need to rework my other. Oh no! All right, everybody be very, very still. If we don't speak, Spoon can't see us. Welcome in, Spoon. How are you tonight? How is everybody tonight? I hope they're doing well. We're halfway through the week. It's a great time. You know, we like you, Spoon, and I'm always appreciative of seeing you come in. Anytime I get Spoon, it's a good time. I'm going to tell you this. This red, I really screwed it up. I need to redo it. Bye. Bye. Tonight we are attempting to do our idea of cell shading. And I'm working one figure right now. Do you say that? All the swords. Are we going to go rob No Mana? I mean, talk to No Mana and acquire them? All right, Katie. We can plan this out. I'll distract with liquor and wine. Well, well, well. Well, well, well. Ginger, we need a laugh. We need a laugh, Ginger. So I have to ask a very serious and important question. It's a very serious question, sir. Or ma'am. I don't want to identify you. Can you tell us why hobby paints are better than craft paints? I am told there is a rant beyond all rants. Thank you for that follow, Ginger Beef. I've heard legend of this rant. I've heard legends. I have been working hard on trying to improve my stream. You are correct. I am constantly finding ways and doing a little bits of research here and there to improve and try to provide a nice, safe place for everybody to hang out and vibe out. It's, progress. I have not switched out the camera yet. I switched the methodology in which I read it. So. Okay. Paint doesn't matter. I mean, paint. Okay. Paint doesn't make the painter. Okay. Okay. So far I'm with you. So far I'm with you, Ginger. So, to that point, Ginger, there was an interesting welding tip that showed up one day, or a short that showed up one day about welding. Um, Uh, so the guy in question paid a shop owner, various fabrication shops, uh, so he challenged three shop owners or three different fabrication shops, and he said, "Hey, I need you to build three various squares for me," and gave him dimensions and expectations for these squares that he wanted built. That's going too bright. You know better, sir. You know better. So the end result was the question which you've posed, and which you make about craft paint versus artist paints, is that it's not the paint that matters. It's really the tool that you're utilizing sometimes. So he gets the three squares back from the shops. None of them met his requirements, and he turns around to his apprentice or someone that works in his shop and says, "I need you to create me three squares in the same way. But you have access to my entire shop." So this guy has one of those monster 12-foot peg welding tables. The kind you look at and you go, "Oh man, that's nice to have." But then you look at the price and you go, "Oh Lord, I can't afford that," kind of deal. And gave somebody that has relatively no skill, aside from a can-do attitude. Yep. And said, "Make me this square, and I want you to make it to the requirements that I've asked." Yeah. And he does it, and you go, that's kind of weird, because it's the thought of how people solve the problem and create the consistency between the three. Like, it's super level. He invested a lot of time and effort into it. So, yeah. I understand what you're saying, though. It's not the paints that make the painter. It's the painter that makes the paints. It's all on how you use your tool, brother. It's all on how you use your tool. So we took a digression, and we ended up talking about home renovations and the best way to lay tile. And I said you need a super flat table for it. I understand the point, is what I'm saying. I get it. I understand Jinja's rant about hobby versus craft paint, craft versus hobby paints, and specialty versus non-specialty. It doesn't matter. Because if you're a painter, what matters is the fact that you can do it consistently and good. Yeah. And that's the point of the video, Wolfie, is that having all of the right tools and the right attitude for delivering the tool is what really matters. And what's, one of the hidden conclusions that he was coming to by the time the video ended. It's not about the tool you have, it's about the people that are wielding the tool and using the tool and making sure that they apply the tool correctly. I was talking to an engineer that dealt with tunneling and drilling a lot. And he was frustrated, or he was having issues with the drilling company at the time. Because one of the guys had broken off and went and did an independent drill, created his own drilling company. And, you know, it's fine. Yeah. Um, I think Cryo's using some artistic heavy, thick body tube paints simply because it's cheaper for him where he's at. I mean, it's all about what you can access. Goobertown actually did a whole video about it. That's partly why I think Grumpy Crane told me to mix my own colors one day. I mean, I like to have fun, or I like to think I'm having fun. No, Spoon, we're never doing that. We're never doing that. That's one thing I think we all can agree. Citadel is bad. Have at it, buddy. Oh, I think we all needed a fun circle for this. Oh, big old stretch. Oh, stretch. Oh, oh, Lord, I'm tense. I did not realize that. Oh, I promise we do have the window food. What do I need? All right, so I have a very bright red. I need orange, is what I wanted. Enjoy, Spoon. Thank you for stopping in. It's much appreciated. Enjoy dinner with the family. Tonight is a great night. I just want to say that out loud. Thank you all for hanging out like you have been. Now, if we can only get the shortest of all and the most amazing of all, Jace to face in here. Yep. King also made that beautiful emote that they're flaring off. Much appreciated, King. You're amazing. And a brown. Different brown. I still vote you should. Yes! Yes! Learn the chibi! Use the art of the chibi! Weird Al, as in the musician. Yes, we love the chibi. You know, there's a certain time in which you read something and then you go, "Hello there, Layden. How are you?" We're having a very amazing time. Aw. Twitch, why are you so weird? Hi. Hello, my love. How are you? All right, so that's where you want to be? Yep. Ladies and gentlemen, we have all of the Nuzzles. Yes, we have the amazing No Man a Man. We have Mark UK Painting. We have KTL Who, like Cindy Lou, but slightly different. We have the awesome King Dixon Balls hanging out in chat as well. And we have Jay. And we have the rare occurrence of the most amazing Sleepy Wolfie. Hello, my love. How are you? Do you want some attention? Here. Brown. Brown. Hi. Oh, hello. Hello. Okay. Occasionally a Wolfie. I still have to remember this new Wolfie that I ran across for your wolf pack. Ba, ba, ba. Jay, Sleepy Wolfie may have the most impressive collection of emotes ever. I don't have envy often, but their selection of emotes is pretty impressive. Do they have a Mewtwo one for you? Okay, hold on, sweetie. 1 second. You're okay. I mean, I 100% agree with you. And I attempt to do the same. Well, I have, actually. Um, I have the amazingly talented Pukra helping me out, and King Dixon Balls helps out occasionally as well. So we all play the game. Let's wonder if she pounces on it. She's getting that butt wiggle in. Got the I'm interested. She's eyeing it up hard. And please excuse my messy office. And we have action. We have action. You can find it on Reddit if you really wanted to. No mana. There was a post about it. Though be careful on Reddit because it's Reddit. Dirty-minded Jay. Okay. So this herein lies a large part of the problem that we have with toys sometimes. She is already disinterested in it. Laden Oreos? Really, Mark? Really? I will not attend your funeral, sir. Wow. Wow. Really? That's all you could think of? Okay. When your brain doesn't hurt, we'll come up with a list. All right? Or actually, Layden, why don't we make that a discussionary topic for Stay in Frame? A list for Mark UK's painting names. Can't use Mark USA.
Painty underscore paint underscore paints, stay in frame, smiley face.
It's a challenge, and I still need to swap out that logo. I mean, you could say Mark UK watercolors. Good morning, Dutch Guy. Welcome in. We're having one heck of a night tonight. No, Mark, you cannot give us names. You no. We could have Mark Crayola painting. I don't like it done the way it is. Need to go down this side really quick. Okay. I want a bigger brush. What is my bigger brush? That time stroll. I mean, it is Mark UK painting. He might make a right instead of a left because he's on the wrong side of the road. Well, we don't ever know. Don't strain yourself putting on your smoking jacket. We got your roundabouts over here. Don't. All right, Doc McFly. I'm surprised Mark said biker and not bonus points. I could see Mark going, yeah, they're bonus points, not bicyclists. I'm like, what? No. What you doing? You got that look. You got that look. Unfortunately, I need one, Layden. I do have to go into the office tomorrow. And I should try to sleep tonight and not be terrible. Are we going to make a man out of you yet, Jay? Better smack the man out of you. Jay? Jay. Jay. Be careful about how you say that one. Careful how you phrase that. Phrasing. 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 That's all I'm going to say, sweetie. Phrasing. Could be taken a very different way. Oh, Jay. I really need to find that photo on Reddit and post it in my and tag you in my Discord. And be like, hey Jay, look. Also, we haven't done this yet. My pet mouse Elvis died last night. He was caught in a trap. I mean, it's fair. Not a lot of people. So, my dad. The story's already starting off great. When it's going to be my dad. Um, at one point, there was the Elvis movie that was coming out with Tom Hanks. He said, I don't want to see a movie about that prick. And we all just kind of looked around, and I'm like, seriously? Elvis wasn't that bad. But at the time, he was pretty bad. Also, Johnny Cash in A Relative Unknown was interestingly portrayed. Yeah. Both of them were. Cash was. I know more about Cash than I do Elvis. Elvis I listened to here and there when it came on like radio, and I was just like, what was everybody excited about? And it was really, they were more excited about seeing him and the way that he moved. It wasn't so much about his music. Um, Same thing with the Monkees and the Beatles and those arguments that were made back in the day. Man, I am not getting this camera thing worked out at all today. Yeah, this is true. Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, ladies and germs, and spoon handle. We need to find us a raid target. Unfortunately, I do have a day job, and I must go do the day job tomorrow. I have to do the day job because there are some things that I read today that really make me go, huh? And when I read things that make me go, huh? I don't know what to do. So I have to go to the office. Because when you get a really big, huh? It gets confusing. All right, so who is active right now that we can go raid? Giannis is doing something. Holy fire. Patchwork Goblin it is. Patchwork it is. That's Patchwork Beanie, not Goblin. Goblin. We're going to push the start raid button. We're going to go check out this lovely person on the recommendation of Cindy Lou Hoo KT. I thank you all for hanging out with me today. I thank you all for staying with me around today. Let's all have a remainder great week. I will return Friday for Futz It Friday, and we will see what we do then. Be safe, be good.